Just going to do a quick bike ride through the next village down to me. My house is literally 10 minutes down there, down the famous Roadkill Road, and down here takes you to my friend's village, Poppy John and Aussie John. They're both not here at the moment because of the they both got out of the country before it got too late. And I'm going to take you down here. As I say, it's the next village down, 10 minutes from my house. Hopefully there's anything going on over there. It's another sleepy village just like mine, but there might be something going on. I'll get on my bike, 2 seconds. Got to try and think now. Got something to talk about. Let me get on my bike. Hold on. Here we go. As I say, this is another little sleepy village, very similar to mine. No. Oh, I dropped the camera thing. Hold on. That's a good start, isn't it? That's good luck. I'll turn round. It's me, my pocket camera thing. See it. That was a good start, wasn't it? Right. You've got the wobble again. What was I saying? This village is more or less the same as mine. Probably the same amount of houses, maybe a few less. We've probably got a few more in ours. No shops in this one. Shops are like converted houses, very similar to what we've got in ours. Nothing else. No barbers, no banks, obviously. As I say, this is all these villages here, up this area here, are much the same. I thought I'd give you a quick showing. Here's the house for the spirits. Look, can you see that? I should have stopped and showed you. Loads of banana trees up here. At the end down here, I'll tell you what I've got down the end here, which I'm hoping might be open, is where a little area where they take the skin, or not the husk off the rice, I should say. I'm hoping that might be open, so I can show you how that goes. But that's only open very occasionally. I normally do a bike ride down here, maybe once a week. And I've seen it open maybe 2 or 3 times. As I say, all these villages are the same, really. Swally Cub. Here's the school. Now this is a bigger school than ours, and what I think is going to happen to ours is going to close down in the next couple of years, and our kids have got to come up to here to be taught. I can't see him shutting this one down. I actually know a fella who lives in this village here. I don't see a lot of him. Named Jim. Swally Cub. Hey, exercise, Falang, exercise. Do you know what I might do? Yeah, I think now. Yeah, you're right. Falang gonna get his beer chang. Me chang? Me chang? There's been a change of plans. I'm gonna get myself a beer chang. Me? Me chang? Nung kuat? Nung kuat chang? Kuat. Exercise down here and down here. Yeah. Falang Bombui. Yeah. Falang Bombui. B, sit down here. Beer Chang. Chang, beer. Yeah, Chang. Oh. Chang. Slight change of plan there. Chang, good punk. Chàoอะไร? Yeah, cab. This is a proper change of plan here, isn't it? What was I going to talk about? tell you what, cup and cup. Thank you. She's giving me a straw, look. We've all got to wear these masks. Where can I sit? Chair? Here? Cup and cup, Matt. They think it's quite fun. It's 12 o'clock. They think it's a bit early for drinking. Cup and... Lon. Where can Phalang sit? Phalang sit over here. Yeah, cup and... My pen line here? Ah, đi qua. Yeah. She's got a thing for sale here, look. I think this is a sale lady. Look after Kevin Chayan, Kupan. Ah, thank you. I left my bicycle there. So nice, these people. Cup and cup. Ah, she's giving me a straw, look. Cup and, yeah, my pen line. She's even cleaned the table for me. Cup and cup. They think it's too early. It's 12 o'clock. They think it's too early to be drinking beer chang. Now I've got to change the plan. I don't know what to talk about. I think they know me because I heard them mention my wife's name. Phalang from Deal. Deal? Bantacor? Yeah, Phalang Deal. Panlaya. Yeah. Deal. Habnam. Michael J. Put time my day. Sorry, Cap. Put time. Nung Be Chang. Yeah. Phalang good Pete Di Pu Ying. Phalang Di Pu Ying. Now I'm just sitting here in the middle of nowhere in a broken chair, look, 12 o'clock. They give me a straw so I can put it through my mask. Well, what can I talk about now? I had planned to talk about villages. Well, I didn't plan to talk about villages, I was just riding through one. What can I talk about? Yeah, look, I'll tell you what I'll talk about now. Let's talk about communicating with Thai people like I am now. Alright, I'll just show you around here. The house. Look at that house. Little kids. Sawadee Cup. Here's another little temple like Dill's got in our place. Yeah, look. But they're so friendly, these people. Right, let's talk about communicating with Thais. Here's a good one. Let me think about it first. Have a quick mouthful of beer. She's giving me a straw, look. Bless her heart. Right, communicating with Thais. I'm thinking there's about 3 sort of different, no, let's say 4 stages of communicating with Thais. Alright, this is my opinion, only my opinion. Stage number 1 is when you're a tourist and you come over here, and if Thais want to communicate with you, or you want to communicate with them, they've got to do it in your language. You're not interested in talking Thai, you're French or German or whatever, and they've got to talk in your language, which is the first stage. I should say stage A, that is, or stage 1. Let's call it 1, 2, 3. So that's stage 1. Unfortunately, most of the times that stage is taken up by the English, because the English think that everybody in the world should be speaking English. They, especially the tourists, they won't speak Thai. The English tourists won't attempt to speak Thai. So that's stage 1. I suppose really, when you think about it, most of the world do speak English, so I suppose really we're right, aren't we? You should speak our language, yeah. I might go back to stage 1. In fact, I am going to go back to stage 1 tomorrow. I'm not going to talk to these people in their language anymore. That's stage 1. I'll tell you a little fact as well about that stage 1. well, about speaking English. As far as I know, I'm 100%, well not 100%, 10%, 10% sure that all international aeroplanes and what's it called, control towers in the airports, they have to communicate in English. So it doesn't matter what country you're flying to, from what country, you have to communicate in English. That's a standard. That's a law, basically. So if you're a Russian pilot flying to, say, Germany, you've got to communicate with the control tower in the German airport in English, and you're a Russian pilot. How mad's that? It's mad, isn't it? So supposing you was let's imagine you was a French Canadian, yeah? I mean, the French Canadians don't really like the English anyway, do they? In fact, they loathe us. But you was a French Canadian flying out of Quebec. I'm sure they must have an airport in that small town of theirs. And you was flying into Paris. So you're a French-speaking pilot, French-speaking control tower in whatever Paris airport, and you've got to speak English. I bet that must be doing their nuts in, mustn't it? It must be sending them crackers. Even the Parisians don't particularly like us, and I know the French Canadians don't particularly like us. They must be cursing every other word. Well, that's got me a bit off stage one. So then we've got stage two. I have to speed up a little bit. Stage two is communicating with Thai, is just doing a few words, like, you know, cup and carb and T-rack, which means darling, things like that. A few words, not too many, which is quite a good stage to be in, really. And the Thais, I tell you what, they like you when you do that, when it's all out of sync and you maybe get the word wrong, you maybe do this. The Thais like you for it. At least you're having a go. It's getting a bit of a boring view now, isn't it, really? I've gone on a bit long, haven't I? I've got to speed it up a little bit, because I need to get on with me exercising. Then you've got stage three. Like, I call it, what I'm going to call it, show off number one, which is really probably what stage I'm in. I've got about 100 words. There's hundreds of these lorry loads of earth going everywhere. Look, earth everywhere. Yeah, look, don't know where it's coming from, where it's going to. Anyway, stage three is the showing off stage. As I say, it's a stage that I'm in at the moment, really. I've probably got 100, maybe a bit more word vocabulary. But I just throw them all around, and people think that I can say loads more words than I can. I can't. I just repeat myself loads of times. But out of them 100 words, what I've got is about 50 of them which sort of make Thais laugh, which is what they want. They want to laugh. They're happy to laugh. You know what I mean? They was just laughing a minute ago with me, and that was just a few words that I talk to every Thai, and they all laugh. And that's what they want. You get all the tones wrong, you get all the words round the wrong way, but it makes them happy. And that's my stage. Obviously, that's the best stage because I'm being biased. And then we've got stage four, which is the show-off stage number 2. God, blimey, this is getting confusing, all these numbers. I should have put a couple of letters somewhere, shouldn't I? We've got the showing off stage number 2, but it's stage 4, if you get my drift. And that is speaking, hello my friend, you okay? Look at your little boy there. And that is speaking fluent Thai. Now that is showing off beyond control, speaking fluent Thai. Not really fluent Thai, but as fluent as you're going to get. These people go to school and they want to learn to speak this and they want to get the tones right. Because tones, in the Thai language, is all about the tones. You say it high or you say low. It's just mad. It's total madness. And nobody understands it unless you've been to school and you really are a show-off. And I'll tell you something about stage 4, part 2, is that the Thais... what's he kick Phalang ding dong, Phalang put mark, Phalang put mark. Phalang ding dong, Phalang ding dong. Hey, ding dong Phalang. I'm talking about stage 4 part 2, that is it, yeah, the showing off bit. Now I've known 2 people since I've been to Thailand that can speak fluent Thai, literally fluent, and I'm more than certain one of them could write it as well. But they were really, really disliked. And the reason for this is because obviously they're showing off. And I've got to explain myself a bit more. If these people in stage 4, part 2, go to a restaurant or go to a market stall and they talk for Thai, the Thai people are happy with that, more than happy with that. But it's when they try and sit somewhere and get in conversation with these people. The Thais, trust me, do not like them. Trust me on that one. Because they think they're showing off and they think they're nosy. As I say, I've known 2 Falang, one was come from Holland and one come from England, unfortunately, who could speak fluent Thai. One was down Pattaya, and I couldn't work it out. Every time he used to sit down on a table full of people, Thai people and partners, and I used to sit there with my wife, he used to sit down, and slowly but surely, everybody, bar none, used to get up and leave the table. And I couldn't work it out. And eventually, after 3 or 4 times, I know him for a couple of years. After 3 or 4 times, I said, why does everybody leave the table when he turns up after maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes? And she says, because they don't like him. What? Why don't they like him? Because he's too nosy, he knows too much, and he's too flesh. And that is a fact. And that's the third fellow I know. And then I knew another fellow comes from Holland, and he lives up in the village. And he could speak more or less fluent Thai. Not as good as the geezer down Pattaya, but more or less fluent Thai. And he had a restaurant with a house attached, well, on the same grounds. And there used to be tables of me and a couple of my friends, English friends obviously, and a couple of Thai tables. And when he used to come outside his house at 4 o'clock in the afternoon to have a beer with somebody, he would always go and sit with the Thai people. He would never, well, rarely, sit with the English people or the foreigners, the Americans, or he would always sit with the Thais. And the Thais, once again, they got off the table and they left him within 15, 20 minutes. And again, I found out through one of the people that sat on the table that I knew, and they disliked him so much. He was so flash with his attitude, and he was using all the tones right, and he was so nosy. And that's why I firmly believe anybody living in Thailand should just go up to stage 3, not stage 4. I've been saying stage 3 all the time. Stage 4 is that one I've just been slagging off. They should go to stage 3 and stay there. You know, talk a few words, make them laugh, and enjoy it. Don't start going to school and being flash, because you're not going to make friends, you're going to lose them. Trust me on that one. People to your face will say you're a nice fella, you're nice this and you're nice, and people encourage you to learn it, but I've experienced it. I've just come out with that out of nothing, didn't I? I was supposed to be going through the village, and now I'm going to sit here at 12 o'clock, 12:30, and have a couple of beers. And that's my opinions, only my opinions as well, on speaking or learning to communicate with Thais. Make them laugh, throw a few words together, get a couple of them wrong, get the tones wrong all the time, and then you're happy and they're happy. Trust me, do not go to the next stage up. Either was it stage 3, number 2, or stage 4, whatever. But don't go to the major showing off stage, because it won't get you nowhere. It won't get you nowhere. That's a massive, big, long movie, and I feel like I've moaned. I don't think I'm going to put this one on. If I do, have a great day. And I'll vlog soon. Look, I've still got a straw in that beer chang. Now I've got to come back, and every time I come back from a bike ride, my wife smells my breath. I've got to do the breath test, so I need to see if they've got any fishermen's friends in here. Bye for now.